love being an underdog because all you have is that opportunity to prove yourself. It's a fun way to race, so I don't feel the pressure leading into the race. All I feel is this excitement that maybe I could go out and prove something on race day.
With 769 points in the index, representing the United States. Huge round of applause for Heather Jackson! So, ladies and gentlemen, some of our elite athletes that will fight in the CCC race.
Alors, on va leur demander la CCC stands for?
Oh my goodness, trick question. CCC. I know it's Courmayeur. We started in the town of Courmayeur, and I think the second C is Champex. Courmayeur, Champex, back to Chamonix.
There we go. Good.
I think recovery after Western States was a bigger roller coaster than I've experienced in my triathlon career in terms of feeling good one day and then being absolutely exhausted the next. And so that went on for it was 3 weeks of the body, the legs mostly, the quads, still feeling it with any sort of running. So, because you want to be ready, you want to get back to it, you want to get back to having a goal and then going after it. And it was just a daily roller coaster. Yeah, mentally, it was just coming back, trying to figure out what inspired me, what got me out the door, what could I set focus on and then go after. To be honest, I was going back and forth between doing the full UTMB and CCC. I went back and forth for probably 2 weeks and deep down realized that I do like that kind of 100K distance time frame. I found that after, that 3 to 4 weeks, I was like finding myself motivated to go after kind of that range versus almost not dreading, but thinking, whoa, that's gonna be a big one to go after a full kind of 24-hour time frame.
What's up, my beautiful people? My name is Helen Sidive. Welcome to Chamonix. We are very excited to be here this morning for you guys for our special launch of the Techon X3.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out and being a part of this. My name's Heather Jackson. I couldn't be more excited to be part of this community. It's been absolutely incredible. I've felt so welcomed, and to be able to continue to represent Hoka on the trails versus Ali Drive in Kona has been incredible. So thank you for being here. I look forward to meeting all of you, and enjoy this morning.
You're right. 2, 3. Got it.
There's a significant difference in
The required gear is insane. It is probably 10 pounds worth. The reasoning behind the extra gear is obviously if the day isn't going as planned or the race takes longer, that you're out in the mountains somewhere and a storm blows in, you have waterproof pants, a waterproof jacket, a base layer, gloves, a beanie, enough flasks to carry water. So basically, I think if you get caught in some extreme storm, you are prepared. The likelihood is obviously minuscule, but we have to carry all of that stuff. So, although they've also implemented hot weather gear because it's gonna be warm, so even a few more items to carry with us. So yeah, prepared for all situations.
Just another dimension to the game.
Yeah, I've definitely been practicing running with my pack. Don't know if it's been this big, but I do ride my bike with my puppy, so I'm used to 20 pounds on the back.
You probably need to squeeze in as well so we can see your beautiful face.
Two people is definitely good enough in there. I'll just pop in. So,
There we go. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, there is, we've already had coffee, so we were already pretty fired up, and then this bundle of energy just came in the studio. Heather Jackson. So this is not your classic media interview. You get to watch in the comfort of the studio the front of the race.
Yeah, this is crazy. The energy in Chamonix is insane. I mean, it is next level in terms of sporting events, and UTMB is truly a global race. There are racers here from all over the world, and the size of it, the scale of it, the number of races, it is the week in trail running that everyone comes together from all over. And so there's so many athletes here to race all these different races, as well as their family and friends who came to support them. So there's just so many people in one place being inspired by athletes who are taking on all different challenges. And so you just get this energy of people inspired to see what they can do here in these mountains. It's motivating because everyone's here for trail running. And whatever their goals might be in that sport, even if they just like to go out and hike, and talk about being in one of the most amazing places in the world to do that. The trails here are ridiculous. Like every single run is just mind-blowing. So I think all of those come together to make this whole week just so special. The best in the world are all here. They all have prepped for it, and it's an opportunity to race the best in the world from all over. To be able to be a part of it and see what I can do, and see what I can do on terrain like this. It's very different than home for sure. And certainly I would say not necessarily my strength in terms of style of running, but for me that's super motivating because there is so much I can do to work on it and improve. And I'm hoping to see some of that progress from OCC last year to this year, and then again use CCC this year and the terrain I see out there and experience I have during the race to prep for next year's full UTMB. They're from Nisa.
Oh.
101 kilometers, 6,000 meters of positive elevation through the CCC, 6 major climbs. What a day today's going to be.
All you have is that opportunity to prove yourself. So all I feel is this excitement that maybe I could surprise people on the day.
Got Heather Jackson right on her shoulder.
There she is.
And
there's Heather.
Actually, a pretty solid women's pack right there.
Oh yeah, there's Heather Jackson, Team Hoka, just kind of moving alongside Tony McCann. So yeah, very, very early stages. But what we saw in this race last year, there was already a break at the top of the first climb after 1,200 meters of climbing.
girl. Great job, Heather. You're amazing.
Thanks, Dylan.
Enjoy the views.
Thanks.
I came into Champex, the halfway point, thinking, okay, this is where the race starts now, which is what we had talked about pre-race, of that, like, the second half is the hardest part. It's also where so many things can change.
Heather. Siamo al prossimo. What do you want? Are you gonna change?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bottles of water to check over you. I got this ice. Do you want this in your bag? This whole thing, just stuff it?
No.
What's that? You're doing so good, babe.
I was definitely, in one of those spots where it was like, I knew I was in fourth at that point, and I knew that third wasn't that far up. I had been battling back and forth with her the whole first half of the race. And so I was definitely in like race mode versus, say, survival mode, which I've been in plenty of times. So it was definitely like okay, here we go. I've only got 50K left.
So we're halfway?
Dude, halfway, man. Halfway, and hey, man, doing a mountain race.
Had been with the girl who ended up fourth all the way on all the climbs, and then any descent she would get away from me. So I was super frustrated at myself and kind of getting negative. And I came in and Wadi's like, stop, you're fine, you're good. Like, I went out after that and was like, okay, you're good. You're a good descender. And tried to just keep saying that to myself, because it's so true, like where your mind goes, that's where you go. Yeah, the second half I was like, you're awesome, you're such a good descender. I just kept trying to say that. And the craziest thing is that I do feel like as the race went on, by the final descent, and it was even in the dark, I felt more and more comfortable and like I was getting into a groove with things.
édition, 22e édition de l'UTMB du Mont-Blanc. Fouly impressionnant à ce départ. Et là, nous sommes ici à Trient sur la CCC avec la 5e dame. Voilà, Eitan qui s'en va, Eitan Jackson.
I think as a professional athlete, it's a constant, like, what do I have left? How many more years do I have? Or do I have any more top performances left? You know, can I still race at the highest level? And so, honestly, I would say yesterday was possibly the best I have felt for any trail race I've raced now in my career.
some broth?
Yes.
Okay, I got it right there. Here, I got these. Let me. Okay, just take your time. I got water here too. Here's your light. You want to tighten that? You're good.
That's probably good.
Here's. You sure you got everything?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
You're crushing. Just keep steady. Use those poles. Use those poles, okay? Yeah, just here.
I think the process matters the most to me. That's the day-to-day. That's your life that you live each and every day. And if you're not loving what you're doing, that process heading towards a goal, then why are you doing something if it doesn't bring you that joy, that drive, that motivates you every single day? And I have that with trail running. The process is definitely probably the most important. The outcome, I mean, when that goes well, when the outcome is a positive, is a success, that's just a huge bonus on top.
Une super belle A lap of honor, a lap of joy for Heather Jackson. 12 hours, 50 minutes. Heather, Chamonix is yours. Et la bonne la force. Chamonix donc on peut l'applaudir comme ça. Five days away from USA, Heather Jackson.
I think I'm a bit of shock of how yesterday went, to be completely honest. I mean, Western States was the A race of the year. Was going to be a bonus, get to come see some of the course ahead of next year. Yeah, I had no idea, honestly. I had no idea what to expect, and absolutely no expectations at all. I mean, knowing how hard OCC was last year, knowing how these crazy trail races can go in any direction at any given moment. You could be flying along and then boom, you're down on the side of the trail. Like, things can switch so quick. So for a day to come together solidly across the board and on these trails, I feel like I've progressed a lot from OCC last year. In October, so in another month, it'll be 2 years since my first trail race, Javelina 100. So 2 years and about, I would say, 6 or 7 races. That's how long it's taken me to feel like I'm seeing progress, seeing skills develop, seeing even just how my body felt. Like, at no point did my quads go yesterday. And I kept waiting because I just kept thinking that's just part of it, that comes every race, and I'm sure it will come at more races, but that I felt good physically. I saw progress on the technical side of things, feeling more comfortable just over rocks, roots, things like that, and just also dealing with the highs and lows of these trail races, because it's inevitable and you're going to go through so many on such a long event. I think just, all the skills that come with racing such long events like this finally kind of came together yesterday across the board. And so just another, super big positive to walk away from this week with. OCC last year, CCC, and yes, the plan is the full UTMB next August. So couldn't be more motivated and inspired by, well, yesterday being out there and being on the trails in the mountains, and then today getting to watch the UTMB finishers come in was just like, that's pretty cool. It's all the races here are great and are huge accomplishments, but I think the full loop is just, I want to give it a go. Even before the race, we were talking about how I still, I'm going to say didn't feel like a trail runner prior to yesterday. And I think after yesterday's race, I'm like, okay, I think this is my thing. I'm a trail runner now.